I never thought I'd be the kind of person to believe in ghosts until I heard them. It started innocently enough, just a faint sound in the corner of the room. At first, I thought it was the wind. Then, it became more frequent. No matter how many times I checked the house, nothing was there. I thought I was losing my mind. But then, one night, the whispers, they weren't just whispers. They were words, my name over and over again. John. I froze, my heart pounded. I swear, they came from the shadows themselves. From the dark corner where no one stood. I didn't want to go near it. I couldn't, but something pulled me in. A voice, not just in my ears, but in my head, telling me, find out. It was almost like it was coming from inside me. My skin tingled every step I took toward that corner. My legs shook. I knew I shouldn't have gone, but I did. The house was silent. Too silent, just the sound of my breathing, heavy and ragged. I stood there, staring at the darkness. I could feel something there, watching me, waiting. I reached out. My fingers brushed the wall, cold, damp, as though the air had been trapped there for years. I wasn't alone. My hand stopped. The whispering grew louder. I couldn't make out the words, but the tone, it was urgent, like something was trying to warn me. A chill ran down my spine. I wanted to scream, to run, but the fear kept me rooted to the spot. And then it happened. A loud thud from behind me, my blood ran cold. I whipped around, nothing, but the shadows shifted. I saw them move. It was like the darkness had a life of its own, like it was breathing, shifting. I stumbled back, my heart hammering in my chest. I turned to leave, but the whispers, they followed. I couldn't shake them off. The air felt thicker, heavier, as if it was pressing against me. Something was there. Something that wanted me to know. To understand. The walls, they whispered too. The house wasn't just old, it was haunted. I could feel it in my bones now. The house had a secret, a dark one, a secret that had been buried. For years, my pulse quickened. I had to know. I had to find out what was hidden here. The whispers didn't stop. They drove me. The more I listened, the clearer they became. It's in the basement. It's in the walls. I should have stopped. I should have left. But I couldn't. My hand trembled as I reached for the basement door. The air smelled stale, like death. I descended slowly, step by step, each creak of the stairs echoing through the silence. The light flickered above me. I hated that flicker. It felt wrong. The shadows seemed to stretch further as I moved deeper into the dark. I reached the bottom. The whispers stopped. The room was pitch black. I couldn't see a thing. The only sound was my breath, my frantic heart. I reached for the light switch. Click. Nothing. The fear hit me full force. My mind screamed for me to leave, but then I heard it, a low groan. A voice, unmistakable, my mother's voice. But it wasn't right. John. The hairs on the back of my neck stood up. I turned. A shape, barely visible, lurked at the edge of my vision, a shadow of something tall, something unnatural. I couldn't make out its features, but I could feel it. It was close, too close. I couldn't move. I was frozen in place. And then, the whispers turned into a growl. A low, guttural sound that made my skin crawl. It's time. Something grabbed my wrist, pulling me toward the far wall. I screamed, but no sound came out. I was being dragged. The walls, they weren't just walls anymore. They were alive, pulsing, shaking. The whispering wasn't in my head anymore. It was in the walls. I was going insane. I fought, but it was useless. I couldn't escape, and then I saw it, a door. Hidden behind the walls, slowly, the shadows receded. The door creaked open on its own, revealing what was inside. I couldn't breathe. My mother's face twisted, contorted, was carved into the wood. Her eyes wide, staring, accusing me, the truth. I backed away, heart pounding. The truth? What truth? The whispers were louder now, frantic. Find it, John. It's been waiting. But I already knew. I had known all along. The secret wasn't just the house. The secret was me. And as the door slammed shut behind me, I heard the final whisper, you were never supposed to know.